Okay, this is Pallet Commodities again. Alright, I've found my two pallets that I'm looking at, and the two pallets I'm working on are, it's got a mix of toys, and then it's got a couple small oddball closed up boxes, but the majority of it, from what I can see inside of it, is it's got office supplies in it. It's got some housewares, you know, oddball things like that. It's a nice good mixed pallet. My price on it is $375. And then what I'm going to also do is I'm going to take and I'm going to do this pallet. I have not marked this pallet down yet, but it's going to be $375 too. And it's a pallet of mix of pallets of small appliances, pans, pots and pans, popcorn maker, jugs, a couple sprayers, a couple more pots and pans in the back. And these are going to be the two that I'm going to go off of. I'm going to, I'll start videotaping when I pop boxes open and start processing it out and everything else. And get everything all nice and documented for you so y'all can see what I'm seeing. These are going to be the two pallets I'm going to use for my little science project of going over to the flea market. Any comments or questions, y'all just do a little thing down in the comment section on the bottom, and I'll be adding more. Okay, this is going to be video number 4. This is going to be processing the pallet, checking all your stuff out. You know, it's always a good idea to check all your stuff. You don't want it. You don't want to get out there in the hot sun, you know, messing around out there and find out that, you know, because you didn't check your stuff when you was in the AC and in the cool, that you got a bunch of stuff that ain't working. Don't do you no good. You're hauling around broken stuff. What's the point in that? So this is just going to be a video. You probably just see me sitting there waving my hands and walking around talking to myself. But I'm going to be checking everything, going through it, you know, doing this, doing that, making sure, you know, if it's battery operated or if it's electric or something like that, that it works, you know, as best as I can figure out, finding out what pieces may be missing, if there's anything missing, you know, whatever. You know, get a little educated about what you got on the truck, well, on your flea market pallet. You know, you don't want to go out there and start sitting there going, oh, I don't know anything about it. Well, you know, that ain't going to get you nothing sold. You want to talk a little bit about it, be a little bit educated on it, and, you know, get an idea about how much you want to charge for it. You know, if it's missing pieces, you knock off, you know, more money than you would, you know, if it was complete and ready to go. So y'all just sit back and, you know, I'll stop every once in a while, talk a little bit about you know, how much stuff I'm getting processed, and I'm doing, you know, I'll also be doing a count on, you know, how much stuff I'm going to have to be able to really sell come flea market day. Alright, so y'all sit back and watch a little bit. Hopefully I don't act a fool while I'm doing all this. Y'all enjoy. Carry a pocket knife. It'll do a lot for you if you carry a pocket knife. Might also see my wife in this video too. She might be here in a little bit. Y'all ignore her. She's funny sometimes. Got one there, got two of these. sometimes you got to dig through them to figure out what's going on. I know these are battery operated, so I got to figure out where the batteries are. Ain't that just awesome? Y'all don't have that.
Oh, oh.
Alright. Rule number 1, don't shoot guns inside. But there is a service door. Dig around right there. I bet you $5. I did not have that service door shut. Gotcha. Something I want to add to this entire process. WallyWorld.com and their store returns. Don't read the receipts. Pick things up and see if they work. They will drive you nuts. Every time you look at something and it's, I took it back because of this. I took it back because of that. Yeah, not good. Alright, update later. Bye. Had a partner working with me for a little bit. Had to run her off to get some business done, but I got a little bit done. Also had a couple customers come in for buying pallets, so they're hot. Come on, get them. But anyway, this is a little bit of what I've got sorted right now. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 items that are all working. Anybody knows Nerf costs money. I've got a son at home that tears them up. And I've got 4 Nerf rifles there. And a Super Soaker Nerf rifle too. So I got 5. Then I got a couple little kids' toys, you know, animated, a couple battery operated little jobbers. So, you know, it's the kind of things you do. You go through, you check them, you test them out, you know, you want to make sure they're working. You don't want to mess with everybody. And over here, I've got games. A couple of them look like they're a little chewed on, but so far so good. They're all complete. Just going to straighten the boxes up a little bit, maybe try and make them look a little bit different. Yeah, this is about what it is. You just got to go through, you check your stuff. You know, I'm a proponent about checking it. I also hear people don't check stuff, and they just go with the old sales tactic of they buy one thing, then they think about it, they buy something that's busted, they go back and buy some more. So I don't know, it's weird, but yeah, just working at it a little bit here, a little bit there. Got a couple more boxes. I got a lot more boxes, I should say. Got all these over here that I got to go through. I do have a partner, she was working over there, got a couple things done before she had to run out. Yeah. My. It'll make your head spin how much stuff's up there. But, check back in with me. I'll see if I got anything else for this video. Here's a final tally on everything I have. Alright, and I think I quoted 222. Well, my counting's a little off. I've got 230 individual pieces to be able to sell. Got these laundry baskets. Double checked those, made sure that they were good inside the box. Just the boxes were all roughed up. Been seeing a lot of that stuff here lately coming out of Wally World's customer return merchandise. A bunch of toys. Bunch of games and toys. A brand new mop bucket. Put it together myself. Bunch more games and toys. There's 50 pieces in here. There's a bunch of loose in here, about 15, 16 items in there. There's a full-size gun. It's missing one piece, but I haven't seen a child not pick up a Nerf gun. A couple little battery-operated jobbers there. Some bicycle helmets, bicycle tires, bicycle pump. Got some baby wipes. Bunch of home office stuff down in there. Might bundle a lot of that up to sell it. Got a baby's table chair, one of them chair booster seat, and a mobile that works. I didn't bring it back. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes of dish pans, or pots and pans. That right there, letting it cool off, been checking it, make sure it was working, and then it goes back in its box. A complete convection oven rotisserie jobber. These are pretty slick. Some cafe lights. 36-foot strand oven. They're pretty nice. A bottle warmer. A steamer. A complete spice set rack. It's got spices in it and everything. Never been out of the box. Floor lamp. I don't think somebody wanted it because it had a plastic instead of a glass globe. A couple blenders. Now these two blenders here are glass. There's a light, and there's a small coffee pot down there, a craft for a coffee pot, another coffee pot, and then there's that big, that thing there's pretty slick. It's got a glass 6-quart with a cup holder. And then, like I said, I got pots down there and stuff all over the place. That's 4 items right there I'm not going to put back in because we've just been having candy. There's somebody took them back, and they had candy stuck on them. And once candy gets hard, all it does is just burn. It won't ever come off. So I don't have any messing with it. But that gives you an idea. That's what I'm going to take to the That's what I'm going to take to the flea market. 230 items, I believe. Yeah, 230 items. And we'll update you with more. All right, so this is the end of the video here. Just a real quick update on everything that's going on. I broke down, processed, gone through, made sure everything was working, and I ended up with 230 individual items I'm going to be able to sell at my flea market. I've got to just do now is do some quick checks on, you don't want to be too seriously anal on, like, the exact prices of everything, because you go online, it drives you nuts. You'll see it one place it's $20, the next place it's $130, so you don't know what's going on. But I do a little quick check, see what's the going price for it, so I don't overprice it anywhere. And then I just come up with a nice little idea, because right now I've got 2 pallets. I paid $3.75 for, times 2, $7.50. That's going to be divided by 230. That's $3.26 a piece I got to get for each item to make my money back. And if I sold it at if I sold everything, and I'm talking all of it, the appliances and everything, I sold everything for $5 a piece. It'd be $1,150 that I could make on that, but just sell it for $5 a piece without doing an ad, without doing anything, without checking anything, the whole 9 yards. And what I like to do is I like to gauge about where in the middle I'm going to price stuff. I know I'm going to have a lot of $1 and $2 items, or not a lot. I'm going to have a couple of $1 and $2 items like that loose box of toys. You know, I might put like $1 a piece on them, just to sell them. They're loose. They don't have any parts to them or something. It's just little action figures or cars or something. And then my staple is going to be between $5 and $10 a piece, and that's going to be a lot of the toys and the small appliances. And then the bigger appliances like the convection oven, I'm probably going to try and like get $25 out of. I'm probably going to try and get $25 out of. $15 to $20 out of the cookware sets. The blenders, I'm going to try and get $20 and $25 a piece for them, because the one blender, there's nothing wrong with it. The box was roughed up. I don't know why they took it back, but that's their choice, and that's why I always tell everybody, don't read the return slips on them, the receipts, because Wally World, they'll take the receipt to it. You can get to see what they returned it for, the price, and then you go by it, and you can look at why, the reason why they returned it. Maybe it I hate to say it, but 5% of the time I pretty much bet that it's what's on the outside the box or on the receipt. 95% of the time it's just because they want to take it back because they didn't want it. They want to take it back because they lost a piece to it or whatever. But 90% of them you'll see us say damaged on them. Damaged. And then there's our people just don't understand. There are things say, I did not meet expectations, changed mine. I love seeing those boxes because, then it's, a whole different thing. So, inspect your stuff, check it out. I like to do that just because I don't want to have to go through all the hassle of, the next time I show up, 5 people walking past, wanting me to return something or do this or do that. It's a flea market first of all, but, I'll work with somebody as much as possible. But, you want to spend most of your day just selling. Clearly mark all your stuff that's got stuff missing. Like I have 2 pot and pan sets that's missing 1 item. So, I've marked it on there, they're missing. Nothing I can do about it. The rest of the pots are still good. It's still a good pot and pan set. Just it's missing one of the smaller sets or something. I don't know. But you just clearly mark on there, and it saves you a lot of time sitting there answering questions all day long. But anybody got any questions or comments? Just leave them down below. And if you like what you're seeing so far, I've got some more coming down the pipe. I guess the next step's going to be being at the flea market. I might go through a real quick little on pricing stuff, checking it out and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do a real quick video on that. But pretty much the next thing's going to be going to the flea market. And we'll see how much I get out of it, and I'll share with y'all how much I get. Y'all already know I've already spent. Let's see, my brain ain't working today. $750. What I've got out of pocket right now. So y'all kept back with me, and I'll show you how much money I'm in. Thank you much.